So, after a successful day of shopping and getting costumes together for the actors, I'm going to be going to Fabricland, where I'm going to be getting fabrics for Henry's dressing gown and for Maureen's dress. So I will take the cameras with me to Fabricland and we'll see how things go. I'm looking for Maureen's dress. I really like, this is a chiffon, really floaty, transparency, so I'm going to grab some of this fabric in various colours. This is going to make like a little wrap dress that she puts over the top. I've got it in my head, it's just about making it. Right now I'm working on Maureen's dress, which is going to be skin coloured at the top, and I'll probably be painting over it. The thing about Maureen's dress is it's got to fit two of the actors, and obviously everyone's body is different sizes, so I've got to make sure this fits on two different people, and there can't really be any adjustments made on stage, so that's why I'm using a lycra fabric, as it's really, really stretchy and it should be fine. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing what you call draping on the stand, and I'm just draping. And basically what I've done is I've made this mannequin the same size as the actors, and what I'm doing is I'm just using pins and fabric to drape it and form it around the mannequin. I'm going to cut it out and make it into a dress. Right now what I'm doing is I'm using lots of acrylic paint and lots of water, and basically what I'm doing is I'm just experimenting and making something that looks a little bit gory, a little bit gross, a little bit scary, and a little bit just creative and artistic. And after all, this is theatre, so in theatre you can pretty much be as creative and abstract as you want, and usually it works out pretty good. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just experimenting with Maureen's body. So this kind of represents the blood and the death, it represents desire, it represents sins, it can represent so many things. Red is such a symbolic colour, which is why I used red for Maureen. It just works for her character. I'm not going to give too much away because that will give away plots, but red definitely symbolises so many things, and you have to be cautious when using red sometimes, because sometimes I think red should only be used when it has to be used, and I think with Maureen it's necessary that she use red. I don't think there's any other colour that she couldn't be. And the idea is that this would be her body, so this is kind of her bodice, and this is kind of representing taint and blood and sin and everything that's just been imprinted onto her from her murderer, from her summoner. I'm using metaphors here. Basically I'm just using lots and lots of water to kind of get everything to blend in. I think for a lot of costume makers it is a very, very terrifying concept to make a costume, work really hard on it, and then paint all over it and destroy it, which is what I've been doing. But thankfully I love destroying, I love painting, I just love hacking into costume, and I just love creating character and mixed media. Mixed media is my favourite way of working. I'm a very 3D visual person. I like to experiment by working, so to me painting on a costume that I've just made really doesn't bother me, and it is something that I love to do. It's how I experiment and how I express my work. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue blending all the taint all over her body, and we'll see how it goes. The actors are going to be trying this on tomorrow in rehearsals, so hopefully this will all be dry by then, and we'll see how it goes in rehearsals.